Hi all, once again over the to one and all. Myself, I am Krishnakant. Today we are going to discuss one of the most valuable topic, that is in the ledgers and in the S4 in ECC ledgers and S4 HANA ledgers. Today I'll show you how to create a extension, stimulation and predictive ledgers in an S4 HANA, and I'll explain you first what is a standard ledger and what is an extension ledger, and I'll take you to the system and update you how ledgers will work. In the meanwhile, I had for time reducing, so I had prepared a notes on the offline, and I'm sharing. I'll read out for you and explain the concept. And once after explaining, we'll go to the system and do it. Okay. Coming to ECC. In ECC, we do have two types of ledgers. One is leading ledger and non-leading ledger. These are called standard ledgers. Say, sorry, these are called standard ledgers. This in S4 HANA, we can call this as standard ledgers, and there are two types. Say, what are the standard ledgers? Standard ledgers one might be leading ledger and two is non-leading ledger. So, as part, if we post an entry, say for example, if I am posting an entry in FB50, say my company code is 100K. If I'm posting an entry, automatically what it will reflect to leading ledger and non-leading ledger based on the assignment. Correct, no? So based on the ledger. So one ledger is what is the use of ledger? One ledger means ledger is used to capture or record all day-to-day activities, and also one ledger indicates one accounting principle. Say I have 0L is my leading ledger and my accounting principle is IFRS, and KK is my non-leading ledger. It includes local gap, like that. So one ledger is used for uh, one ledger is used to one ledger is used to represent one accounting principle. Here, I'll explain you one new concept. So, while non-leading ledger and leading ledger concept has been introduced. So, say for example, you have three different companies. So, or two different companies, and USA. India and USA. So, our what we follow, our India follows V3 fiscal year. V3 fiscal year means April to March, and US follow K4 fiscal year. K4 means Jan to December. So what will happen in the ledger? There will be one option. So this is my parent company. So I will assign my leading ledger to this company. So, and what is my leading ledger? In the leading ledger, my currency is K4. Now I want to do activities as per the report. So what will happen? Now I will create a non-leading ledger KK and give my fiscal year variant as V3. So when I post an entry to the non-leading ledger, automatically it reflects to the leading ledger. That is the concept. Okay. So leading ledger concept is like that. When your fiscal year variant is different, from your parent fiscal year, then we use the non-leading ledger concept. And also, non-leading ledger concept is not only for the fiscal year. We can use for the to meet different accounting principles also, we use non-leading ledgers. Okay, we use non-leading ledgers. That is the use of non-leading ledgers, not only fiscal year. Okay, for the different accounting principles, different internal requirements, different financial reports as per the informants, as per the IT, as per the tax. In that case also, we use the non-leading ledger. This is the basic example I had given. So coming to S4 HANA, in the S4 HANA, standard ledgers are same. One is leading ledger and one is non-leading ledger. Here, extension ledgers are there. What are extension ledgers? Extension ledgers are nothing but, say we can say, it is used for Okay, I'll explain you in the brief concept so that extension ledger is divided into three types. Three types means one is standard extension ledger, and stimulation ledger, and predictive ledger. So these are the three steps. So what are the points means standard extension ledger, and stimulation ledger, and predictive ledger. These are in the extension ledger part. These are the additional ledgers. So additional ledgers, I'll tell you one by one. Don't get panic and confused. I'll give you complete picture. Okay. Extension ledger. Extension ledger is divided into three. One is standard extension ledger, stimulation ledger, predictive ledger. Okay. So let's come down and note. See, these are the important points. I think this will be not visible for you. So I had prepared these notes offline before coming. That's the reason. So one, extension ledger can be created on the top of the mains. So if I am going to create one extension ledger, I have to assign that either leading ledger or non-leading ledger. When I am going to create one extension ledger, either stimulation or extension or predictive ledgers, either creating any one of these, I have to assign it to either non-leading ledger or leading ledger. One should be mandatory. Why? We'll come to know in the next line. Okay. So when I'm creating an extension ledgers, either leading or non-leading ledger should be given as underlying ledger. Okay, underlying ledger. Why? Will let us know. So extension ledger can be created on top of any ledger. Okay, and extension ledgers cannot be integrated with asset accounting, material ledger, CO. So except the leading ledger, non-leading ledgers are also non-leading ledger, and extension ledgers won't integrate with CO. Okay, that's the meaning. Okay, we cannot post the financial entries. We can use to post financial entries by stimulating foreign currency valuation, cost center budgeting, and commitment order statistical condition types for the SD module, or what incoming sales orders. This one in the stimulation ledger or a predictive ledger, we can use it for, say, we can say if we are doing foreign currency valuation. So foreign currency valuation is a periodical activity. So when we do the periodical activity, so we cannot run it, say for I want to see what is my foreign currency valuations happening every day. So it is not possible because it's a periodical run. Using the stimulation ledger, we can use it in a stimulation mode. After once the real run is happened, all the stimulation modes will be deleted. Okay, deletion is possible. So the stimulation ledger, that is the meaning of I'm telling. So let me tell you. So, don't go in depth. I'll give complete picture. Okay, extension ledger currency types means, say for example, if you are creating one extension ledger, either in these three, any one. So if my underlying ledger currency, one second, let me show you something. So say, let me go to the system and I'll give you the brief picture. Say company code. I'm clicking on the company code. So sorry. Sorry. So my leading ledger, I'm clicking on the company code settings. So I'm selecting this company code. So 110. So these are the company codes. Now, if I am going to create one extension ledger, so what I will do is, say for example, this KK is my extension ledger. Okay, KK is my extension ledger. So whatever the activities in the leading ledger, it automatically copies here. Okay, so say for example, let me click on the company code. So let me click on new entries, say 100K, enter. See, automatically what happened? 1030. Where it has copied? It has copied from my leading ledger. That is the meaning of underlying ledger. See, I had just clicked on enter. Say, I won't save it. I'll re-show it again. No, I don't want to save. So click on this one. Okay, say for example, let's see my company code is, click on company code and check 100K. So I'm double clicking on this. So now 0L 100K 1030 currencies my accounting principle is this. So now see, let me go back. So I had create, this is a non-leading ledger example, extension ledger. See, extension ledger is this extension ledger. In the extension ledger, I had created a standard extension ledger, standard journal entry. Just click on this one, standard journal ledger. And my underlying ledger is, so you have to create underlying ledger is mandatory because the concept is completely working with this underlying ledger only. Okay. Now, or else you can give leading ledgers or non-leading ledgers. Okay. If I click on company code and just assign my company, sorry, if I go back and just click on this, select this button and click on company code. What's wrong? So click on new entries. After clicking on new entries, just click on 100K, just my company code, just click enter. See, automatically data is copying from that leading ledger. That is the meaning of underlying ledger. Okay. So here we can extension ledger currency types are basically adapted from the base ledger and not possible to maintain different currency types. Say for example, see now see this one was grayed out. So this one was grayed out. It means you can only what you can do, you can not possible to change this, not possible to change the currency type because it has been adapted from your base ledger, either leading or non-leading ledger. Okay. So again see. So again, now extension ledger fiscal year adapted from the base ledger, but not possible to maintain different fiscal year. Say it was grayed out. See, I don't have authorization to grade out because it is grayed out because it is grayed out because it is grayed out because it has copied from that ledger, means leading ledger, so it is not possible. So the possibility is nothing but can change the fiscal year variant and accounting principle. Why? Because the ledgers has an option, means leading ledger and non-leading ledger or extension ledgers has as an option to change the accounting principle, but not posting period, and not fiscal year and currencies directly. It adapts from the non-leading ledger or underlying ledger, we can say. Okay, directly underlying ledger. See here, I had written extension ledger posting period variant by default adapted from the base, but possible to maintain different posting period variant. Why possible? So say for example, extension ledger, why they had introduced, means in the going forward you'll learn why they had introduced. So let me show you an example. Uh, let me 1 second. Let me pause the recording. I'll open one system. Let me pause the recording. Okay, example. I'll show you an example. So in my company, what I have example, I have one leading ledger, and two non-leading ledgers. Okay, what happened? See, observe here. So I have, so two means total three. So for example, if I post an invoice, what will happen here? So three accounting documents will be generated. Three accounting because I have one leading ledger and non-leading ledger. So if I specify specifical to ledger means one accounting document will post. I am not talking about ledger specific. Okay, I'm telling generally. So one leading ledger and two non-leading ledgers. So three accounting documents will be generated. So coming to S4-Hana, so what I have one leading ledger So same concept here, don't get confused. Two non-leading ledgers and two like extension ledgers. So total how many ledgers I have? 5. How many accounting documents should be generated? Only 3 it will be generated. Why 3? We have 5 ledger, 5, one leading ledger and two non-leading ledgers, two extension ledgers. Now, what will happen here is in this is a new functionality in S4-Hana. New thing is we have created extension ledger using underlying ledger either leading or non-leading ledger. Non-leading ledger. So what will happen when we do this? By underlining, system will not post any physical document, but it will read the data. It will read the data from leading ledger or either non-leading ledger. That is the concept here. The basic functionality is to reduce the documents or to reduce the posting line items. So if we want to do the fiscal year changes means we have to go directly to non-leading ledger. If you don't want to change fiscal year except posting period, if you want to change means you can go to extension ledger. So extension ledger, now hope you understand. In the leading ledger, what will happen based on the underlying ledger, it used to copy all currencies fiscal year and not possible to change those activities. So in this case, if we have less changes, means the fiscal year should not be changed, means the fiscal year need not to change, means you can go for extension ledgers. If you want to change the fiscal year, you have no option. You have directly using the non-leading ledgers. That is the meaning. That is the meaning. So hope you got and hope you understood, right? One second, Manju. So now you got right. One leading lecture and one non-leading lecture. In the leading lecture, what will happen? So one leading lecture and non-leading lecture. In the non-leading lecture, what will happen is, so if you want to change the fiscal years, if you want to change the fiscal years, then we should go for non-leading lectures. If we don't want to change the fiscal years, we can go for extension lectures as per the concept. As per the concept. So these are the main things that we need to perform. These are the main things you need to perform. So that is the meaning. So let's see, we'll post an entry and we'll see how this leading ledger and non-leading ledger will work. First of all, let me show you in the system what are my leading ledgers and non-leading ledgers. Let me go to the, so SPRO, let's see, SAP reference IMG. So financial accounting, again financial accounting, ledgers and ledgers. So let's see, define. So it is in display mode, no problem. So see one leading lecture. Let me click on the leading lecture, company code. Here my company code is 1000. So what I have, 1000, 10, 30, 40, Y1, Y2, Y3 is my currencies. I'll explain you all this. I'll explain you all the steps. I'll explain you all the steps. Don't worry. First concentrate. So after one lead, see here I have 10, 30, 40 and currency different types. So one non-leading ledger here 0L and so and again 2L is my this one. See, it is a standard ledgers. Both are standard. 2L is my non-leading ledger. I'll show you my company code here. 3000 is there, 2L. So 10, 30, 40. Now, and there will be another non-leading ledger. and Y0 for something. So Y0 for asset accounting. This is also standard ledger. I am clicking on the company code. Here you are able to see my company code. Now, and I had created Y4 for tax reporting and Y stimulation and management reports. So, I'm clicking on Y4. Double click on Y4. See, I had assigned my company code here. So company code is 1000. Here it is there. You are able to see. See, it has copied from underlying ledger. Underlying ledger means 0L. In the 0L, all my company codes are assigned over here. So this is the underlying ledger. So again, Y6, Y6 and Y7. These are my extension ledger, stimulation ledger. Let me post and show you what will happen. So FB50. FB50, I'm giving this today's date. So today date and ST test things 315 and 1001. Okay, so here credit and amount say 1000 rupees. Take any value date 14.09.2023. Enter. And now this one is debit. And again amount 1000. So it is telling to cost center. Where do you want cost center? Sorry. Cost center. So click on document, save directly. Okay, I'm saving the document. Okay, no problem. Ignore. Document was posted. Now, what I have, let me show you. Now, I have one leading ledger, two non-leading ledgers, and three extension ledgers. Right? Three extension ledgers. System has to post how many documents? 3. And rest of the documents, let's see how system will read. So click on display. Now go to click on ledger view. Click on ledger view. See, in the ledger view, let's see. Click on other ledgers. So ignore these ledgers because it was standard. So 1, 2, 3. These 3 ledgers are my 3 documents. Now click on see. So let's observe the document 0L first. The 0L document 5 was posted. Okay, in the other ledger, we'll see 2L. Document 5 was posted. 5 was posted. See, in the Y0, document 5 was posted. Now coming to our extension ledger, we'll see tax reporting. EXT means extension ledger. Okay, now just select and just continue. See, observe here, ledger Y4 posted in 0L means it has readed the data. Means document directly did not post here. See, observe the fiscal year variance as well. That's what, see. Document posted in not 0L, that but not posted in, again, leading stimulation ledger on 0L. See, again you observe. Document posted in 0L. Okay, document posted on 0L. And coming to that, Y7. Say, see, document posted in Y11. See, posting period. That is the meaning of, finally, that is the meaning of extension ledgers. So let me give the brief. Hope you understood the concept. Now it is not yet completed. We are still pending is, that's what, to understand the brief of the extension ledger, I had created this kind of document. So going for next. ledgers. Then what is the use of these ledgers? We have to discuss now. What is the use of these three ledgers? So I had prepared a document for you. Let's go. And how to create, we will discuss right away. Okay. So ledgers. So what are the different types of ledgers? I had already told. Extension ledger means standard extension ledger. It stores the general ledger entry with the real document number, means real document number. This journal entry cannot be deleted and deleted, and we have to reverse the document, means we cannot delete it. We can reverse the document. Okay, we cannot delete, we can reverse the document, this one. So coming to this, this is the case. Extension ledger, generally we use for extension ledger is used for maximum is used to manage the adjustments of internal reporting purpose, taxation reports, or order specification of accounting principle adjustments. Like that, we use the standard extension journal entry. Okay, B is for extension ledger, predictive ledger, formerly called as predictive ledger. Stores the general entries with the technical number only, without any document number. So here what will happen? It stores only technical number. Technical number means system will generate one technical number, not the it will not pick anything from our number ranges. Okay, it will not pick anything from our number ranges. So what will happen? This is the problem. Then coming to this, cannot be deleted, only reverse. This cannot be deleted, but to be reversed whenever required. Okay, technical document is reversed whenever required. So what is the use of this predictive ledger? Predictive ledger is nothing but it is used to predict the commitment items, statistical sales, conditional cost center budgeting, and many of the activities. So what is an extension type? Stimulation ledger. Stimulation ledger, say for example, if you want to do any periodical activities. So periodical activities means once in a month we have to do. In once in a month we have to do means, so without any ledgers or without any stimulation mode, we can run up to stimulation mode. We can directly post an entry to the stimulation mode and check every day-to-day transactions by using in a stimulation mode. When we do the real mode, automatically the technical document will be erased, and then automatically real thing will be happen one. So I'm coming to the next one. Extension ledger. Extension ledger. Anil. Extension ledger B. So well, this is not means we are. I mean, I am also not sure till, but it was not ready yet. When I study the many SAP related configuration, I haven't noticed anything. So far that is the use of extension ledgers. So in an interviews they will ask you what is the use of extension ledger. What is the extension ledgers? You can say extension ledgers are the like this. Extension ledgers are divided into three types. One is uh, standard, stimulation, and predictive. So what is the standard ledger? Means extension ledger. Standard ledger is used for tax related activities, and predictive ledger is used to nothing but predict your cost center, sales orders, internal activities, or statistical sales conditions. What are your expenses incurred, like that. So what is the stimulation ledger contains? Stimulation ledger contains if you want to do any foreign periodical activities. So we can post to that ledger in a stimulation mode and check the financial reports. We can say like that. So the point is like we can say based on the underlying ledger, it will automatically copy currencies and physical year. It is possible to change only what is that posting period variant and accounting principle, and rest you can say that if you want to, if you are posting any activities, to this, it used to read the data, means it used to get the data or collect the data or generate the data from underlying ledger, either irrespective of leading ledger or non-leading ledger, we can say. Okay, this is the main condition. So in interview question, what is they can ask you, what is the ledgers or what are the difference in the ledgers, they can ask you. Okay, this is the main concept you have to tell them. So hope you understood. This is very easy, don't get panic. We can reverse it easily, means we can get the knowledge easily. This is the concept. So these are the basic extension ledger postings, like we can say FB50L, FB50 and KB11 and correspondence. Fury apps also we can generate. So generating allocations like this we can say. So the flexibilities. So what is the advantage of what is the advantages? I already discussed the advantages, and in the type of setting up an extension ledger is easy. Oh, I want to tell you one more thing. So, for example, your business is live on say 1 September, 1 September 2023. So you had forgotten to add one ledger. So add one ledger, but fiscal year need not can be followed as fiscal year can be followed as leading ledger fiscal year. So you had forgotten to add one ledger as per the stimulation ledger or extension ledger, whatever it may be. So what you can introduce this ledger at any point of time, you can say any point of time. So why any point of time? Because it used to read the data from the leading ledger, right? When we create and assign the underlying ledger, automatically the data will come over here, right now. So here the flexibilities. Setting up the new extension fields is very easy. It is not necessary to perform at any kind of data migrations. Only configuration is needed. Okay. So we need not to do any data migration activities. Just configuration in just creating is needed. So see, this is enabling the extension ledger concept by just inheriting the historical data from underlying ledger. Means it is copying the activities from the what underlying ledger. Underlying ledger might be leading ledger or non-leading ledger. Okay, see, we can deactivate, we can activate and deactivate extension ledger in a production system anytime during any year without having any data migrations, because there will be no impact here. Why? Because the data will be in underlying ledger. Then we can deactivate or activate at any point of time. Okay, at the any point of time. So this is the use of underlying ledger. So what is the biggest advantage is system won't post any physical document. It posts only it posts only if you want to post any specific adjustment entry to the extension ledgers, it is possible. Then only document number will be generated. Until and unless if you did not post any single invoice to the extension ledgers, means it used to read the data from non-leading ledgers. So leading ledgers is possible to post with SAP Fury applications or an SAP GUI using the transaction codes FB50L, FB50Ls and all respective transactions. So and see the shortcome, the what is the use of shortcome of how can we use this extension ledger? Say it is possible to replace the standard ledger with an extension ledger. It is possible to replace with the standard ledger with the extension ledger, but make sure that the physical year should be same of underlying ledger. Underlying ledger means either it will be 0L or 2L. Okay, make sure that should be there. So it is important of extension ledger replacing the standard parallel ledger, and however it contains. So we can say like this, no postings and vendors of it cannot be routed. It cannot be routed automatically. The contract means circular process, not circular processes. It will be there in the circular process and non-circular process as well. So no, say for example, if you want to post uh, here, no postings of vendor and customer. Yes, exactly. I want to tell you this one. See, if you want to post any vendor reconciliation accounts in the in the extension ledger, not possible to post again. So in the say for example in the GL accounts you see open item managements. Open item management for that also it is not at all possible. It is not at all possible means for posting an open item GLs in the extension ledger, system won't allow you. For that you have to activate the different functionality if you want to post. I'll show you that functionality. This functionality is only in S4-Hana. If you want to post uh, any transaction, say for if you want to post any transaction, let me show you. See, this one should be activated. Open item management by ledger group. See, this should be activated if you want to post any specific ledger adjustment posting should be happen. Means if you want to activate, if you want to activate this button to post a specific extension ledger document. It is not integrated with asset accounting. I told you it won't integrate with asset accounting. And the uses like so uses we can say internal managements. I told you already, tax adjustment purposes and commitment items, incoming sales orders, and incoming foreign currency valuations and all. So this is about S4-HANA basic concepts. Now we'll see in the system how to create an extension ledgers, how to create an extension ledgers. One second. Oh, shit, sorry. One more time, I'm repeating currency types. So what is the currency type here? Let me go back. So currency types. In ECC, okay. In ECC, what will happen? We have only three currency types, correct? No? In ECC, we have three OB22, and in S4 HANA, we have 10. In that, two are standard. That should be taken from that should be taken from your what? That should be taken from your leading lecture or non-leading lecture. Two are standard, and rest of them are user defined. If you want to create any user defined currency, that should be created in Y1 or Z1, or a start should be prefix should be Y or Z. Okay, that is suggested by SAP. Next, what is this currency and creating new one? So if you activate this button, if this checkbox is activated, means this currency code is only valid for this currency code. This currency is valid for specific company codes, not all specific company codes. Okay, this currency is activated for the specific company codes. That is the meaning. So let me go to the global currency conversion settings. No problem. Enter. Now say see 10 currency from two currency. So source currency to two currency. If you now this is a conversion. So how you want to convert? How you want to convert the source currency? See 30 to 10. 30 is group currency. My different currency is local, and I want my currency to US. 30 means USD. Okay, to 10 means you with the help of exchange rates you have to transfer. So exchange rate means boosting. These are the three types of the document dates. Like say for example, if you're posting an invoice on 1/9/2023, at the time the dollar it is 100 rupees. At the 10, it was reduced to 90 rupees. So if you specify the document date, the document will be post 100 rupees will be taken. If you specify the posting date, 90 rupees will be taken. This is under will happen with the help of exchange rates. Clear no? This will be happen on the help of exchange rates. Okay. Now, currency conversion settings for the company codes means I told you now we can set for the currency conversions for the company codes. Okay. Now, ledgers. Say now just click on ledgers concept. After clicking on the ledgers, one second. Please don't try to delete this ledgers, but it is my trial system because you will get the dump errors. Okay. Dump errors you will get. Please don't try to delete. Okay. It's a request. Now just click on new entries. So KK, IFRS, it is not a leading lecture. Click on extension and just click on stimulation ledger and give your underlying lecture as your wish as per the business requirement and KR and US GAAP, and this is also an extension ledger and you say predictive, whatever it may be, just for understanding. I am giving F1 is my non-leading lecture. So this legal valuation is different. So manage your postings, and this is an accounting principle you can say. Just click and observe. Just save, or else already okay. I did not save, right? No problem. Okay, that's what it is showing an error. Okay, no problem. Yes. Okay. Okay, it is not showing. Let me go back, or I'll take one name, L1, IFRS, L2 is US GAAP, okay, extension, and this is also an extension. In the extension, I am giving standard, a standard, and one is predictive, stimulation and predictive, 0L and F1, okay. Just I'm clicking enter, just enter, just click on save. Now what should happen? System should adopt the data, complete data from this one. So just click on this one is underlying ledger from the 0L, it has to adopt the data. Click on company code. Clicking on the company code, see all the activities it has been adopted. So on next, like that. This is the process. Hope you understood this. Hope you understood how to create an extension ledger, and I had posted and shown you the activities. This is the process. Okay. Thank you. Have a good day ahead.